is the first video of us being continuously cruising together. It's what I originally hoped for when I wanted to retire on the boat. I'm on the boat now for quite a few weeks before I have to head home. Well, we have to head back for something very nice. We're going to see a show. But in the meantime, we're cruising together, and I'd like Peter to give you a bit of background information as to what's been happening since I moved onto the boat.
I thought I might have to spend some time going on appointments down my local area, so we were heading south, and I tried to do it in October, of course, and couldn't get on the Thames because of the currents, but now the situation's a bit clearer. There's nothing more to be done for about 3 months, so we've got choices to go anywhere. We've had a couple of invitations to drop in on people in Banbury and also in Market Harborough, so we thought we might do that. So we're heading south at the moment for about 6 miles down into central Oxford. If we can find somewhere nice, we'll spend a few days there. Otherwise, we can turn around at the bottom end of the canal and come back up. We're doing that because I'm fed up with reversing all the way down to the lift bridge. We've done videos about it as well. I've done it so many times. Just for once, we'll just go down and turn. Yes, we'll be heading all the way up the Oxford Canal and onto the Leicester arm of the Grand Union and down the Foxton Flight and into Market Harborough for a little stay and look in on Simon Day, who runs the small tango ensemble, does music events there, and maybe join in on one of them. And then maybe go down and have a look at the Grand Union, which I haven't been to since the lockdown days. And, well, to be honest, see what happens. You know.
This is quite a luxury, not having a destination in mind with a time frame. We're just cruising. A lot of vloggers do that anyway. I think this is going to be a new experience for us. We've always had time limits on where we go and what we do. So from here on in, my videos will be about our journey, our life together, and anything that I might introduce to the boat to see whether Peter likes it or not. I have this habit of bringing things onto the boat, and it may not always be to Peter's liking, or it may be that it works, but he's got to see it in situ, so we'll give that a try. So boat organisation is what I'm talking about. And I'll video those and I'll show you what I'm doing with those as well. So basically anything and everything to do with us being on the boat together. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah.
All right,
yes.
I'm going to stop now. We're going to turn the camera around, we're going to cast off, and we're going to head off.
Oh, yes. And take the chimney down.
And take the chimney down. I thought Peter was going to need his gloves to get it off, but apparently not. And he's put the cap onto it. So we take the chimney down because we're going under bridges and we don't want it to get knocked off. We'll put it back on the well deck. Getting the fenders up. I can help with that too. It's now releasing the front mooring line. It's been a nice little mooring here for a few days. So there is a boat behind us, and we didn't see it when we pulled away, so we are just pulling over to let them past. That's the other side of the bridge that we were at. That's narrowboat Keble out of Oxford. here for water, and as you can see, the mooring is very short. So let's see what Peter's actually able to do.
I was going to stop there, but there's nowhere to tie up. So let's go round this little bit of a bend.
Okay. It's right on a bend. And that's a nice straight bit, but there's nowhere to tie up. And it's right at the bridge mouth. So hopefully this will work. And there's the water point. Okay, so Peter's doing a front line as well because it's not that great. Mooring bollards are very short and very worn. And I have to say, because I'm filming, I'm absolutely no use to Peter. So I think I'm going to stop for a bit and see if I can be of any use to him. So we've connected up the hose here. It's very drippy. There's a drain at the bottom to collect the water. We have an expanding hose and it goes all the way into there. And here's the new decking I was pointing out earlier. Nicholas Wharf, which is attached to the Highwayman Hotel. Now that red strap you can see in the porthole, it's a little idea that I had because our bungs kept falling out. As you can see, the bung stays in place with the strap. I'll show you a clip from the inside as well, but from the outside I think it works very effectively. I'm just listening to see whether the sound changes. Well, I know it does change when it's getting full. Don't know if I'd recognise it. But I think currently it's still got a ways to go. So Peter's off to the Elsam. There's a building behind the hedge over there, and he can get access to the Elsam waste point. And I will keep an eye and an ear on the water. He said it was about 70% full, so still got a ways to go. That stick on the table is the gauge for telling us how much water there is in the tank. Peter's marked it with 25, 50, 75 and 100%. I don't think the sound has changed at all since I last heard it. But Peter's on his way back anyway, so you can check it. One of the more mundane chores that need doing, and Peter is very good. He does it regularly. The sound is definitely changing now. That sounds like it's filling up, so I'm going to go and see about turning the tap off now. Disconnected it, and I got really wet in the process. And the hose has contracted a bit. And now we just need to wind it up, which I can't do one-handed. will get on.
Right.
Thank you.